Welcome, Cancer, to your energy reading for what you need to hear at this time. You clicked on this video for a reason, so let's see what that is. Spirit has some messages in here for you. Of course, as always, take what makes sense for you and your story. If anything I do say connects with you, if you don't mind supporting with a like, comment, subscribe. Really does help me out a lot being a new YouTuber, and of course would love to have you a part of the channel. So welcome in, hope you are doing well, and also happy birthday as well. We are about to step into Leo season, so but let's just see where we're going. So I'm going to pull some cards from this astrological deck for the overall energy, and then I will move into the tarot for more in-depth messages. All right, let's see where we go for Cancer. What's going on, Spirit, for the best and highest good? What do we need to talk about? Also, for those of you that don't know, Mercury has been in retrograde in your sign. I believe it is still in retrograde in your sign, Cancer. So we do have Gemini. Interesting, because as I'm talking about Mercury, Mercury is ruled by Gemini and Virgo. So maybe you have Gemini in your chart dealing with one. Maybe you've been stumbling on your words or feeling a little bit all over the place mentally and emotionally. Again, with Mercury being in retrograde, it is a review period, especially having to do with your emotions, your home life, relationships, family, things of this nature that may need to be changed or uprooted, changing of habits, letting go of the past, whatever you may be still holding on to. Again, mentally, emotionally, even physically, for some of you, really just depends on what your story is. But this is saying curiosity, intellect, and networking. So there's something about connecting with new people is what I feel. I'm also picking up social media energy. So maybe you're putting yourself online and meeting new people and being more involved in a community or group of some sort. The butterflies are speaking to me as well, especially considering the butterflies are above this mountain range. And so it's like maybe you've had a lot of challenge and difficulty trying to accomplish something in the past, or maybe that's what you're dealing with right now. Of course, you'll know where you are on the timeline, as past, present, future will be different for everyone. But I definitely feel like there's something about overcoming these obstacles, and similar with the butterfly transformation, like getting out of that cocoon phase where you feel stuck, restricted, maybe lost, confused, and more into a clear, free, open, kind of energy where you can like start fresh and explore. And maybe that's where this networking is coming through. I'm also hearing collaboration. So maybe you will be collaborating with other people, especially with what I was saying about meeting new people. So this could be friends, coworkers, business partners, whatever it may be for you, Cancer. But let's see. I want to get one more card for you and see what else is coming up astrologically for you. Of course, as always, check your astrological chart, because that will really tell you where everything is. So we have the first house. This is Aries energy. Again, what you could have in your chart, be dealing with one, but it's like something about this Gemini energy with the first house is talking about how you are expressing yourself, your individuality. This first house talks about your self-image and your approach to life. So I also get two things here. Not only is this bird hatching out of an egg, so again, confirming this energy of the metamorphosis of the butterfly analogy that I was just talking about, that you're breaking out of this cocoon phase or egg phase, and you've developed, or you are developing. And so again, either this is happening, has happened, is happening, or will, but you get the point. It's like just breaking out of any stagnation, difficulty, challenge, and being able to use the wisdom and tools that you have gained in this maybe integration period or transformation or transitional period that will help you in the future, especially when it comes to spreading your wings and putting yourself out there, like really going out there and expressing yourself. Again, as I as have said, we're about to go into Leo season. So this fire energy makes me feel like this Leo season for a lot of the signs is really about like stepping out there and shining your light in some way and connecting with others. So I hope that makes sense for you. Let's go ahead and get into the tarot and see in further detail what is going on with Cancer. Okay, this wants to come out. So the Four of Pentacles, this is earth energy. This can talk about your stability, security, self-worth, your finances, resources. It can talk about your foundation as well. So maybe there's something about here that it's like you've been protecting your energy, or maybe you're being called to protect your energy. I also feel like, again, with this community aspect of the messages, that it's like maybe you've been taking your time away from social media or putting yourself out there, like, or whether you've taken a break or you just haven't felt comfortable enough to really like step into whatever you're feeling called to, or the version of yourself that you really want other people to see. But I think for some of you, you're just not ready yet, because maybe you don't have your foundation, or have this like your foundation secure, or have this feeling of confidence and grounding. If I didn't already say, it's just kind of like having your sure footing, so that when you are putting yourself out there, you're not like letting other people uproot what you have already built within yourself. Does that make sense? I definitely feel like this is a time, especially with this transitional transformation energy that's coming through with the Gemini in first house. Like maybe you're working on changes with your appearance. This was the other message I was going to say, is like maybe you haven't felt ready because you're wanting things to look a certain way. That could be for some of you, like your appearance, or again, like something with the tools, maybe not feeling like you have the resources, maybe you have like what you're really wanting to feel like prepared and ready to put yourself out there into the world. And also, we'll say lastly, I'm getting a message too of like, maybe some of you were hurt in the past, maybe you've tried multiple times to put yourself out there, and maybe it didn't turn out the way that you had wanted or hoped for. But it's like, I feel like Spirit is wanting to say, don't give up. Keep putting yourself out there. And if you fall down, brush yourself off, get back up and try again. And some things may work, but some things may not work. And that's what I also feel with the Mercury energy being in retrograde in your sign, Cancer, is like this is a good time to get messy and and to fail. Like, it at least, even if you fail, you can know that you tried, kind of energy. And there's a saying I want to tell you that because I don't know if you watched The Office or not. I really love that show, but there was a scene that really has imprinted on my brain. That there was a moment where Michael was in like the conference room, and there was a whiteboard, and on the whiteboard it said, "You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take." And I don't know why, but it always stuck with me. And I just think that's such a great reminder that it's like, if you don't try, you'll never know whether this version of yourself is right for you, or going to be successful, or even just not just your own expression or personality, but whatever it is that you're wanting to build, create, maybe having to do with your career, your business, something to this effect. But let's see what else. So the advice is to protecting your energy. So maybe you have been protecting your energy because maybe there are just a lot of things coming at you. I'm also getting this energy too of like in your mind. Yeah, it's like for some reason I feel this energy of protecting your mental energy and not letting your thoughts really discourage you and be hard on you, because it's kind of like all these staffs here, which are the wands. It's like something about, okay, I'm hearing like your ego maybe trying to dismantle or like discourage, or I'm hearing pigeonhole, but also like really criticize what your intuition is guiding you towards. Because you see this imagery, it very much looks like a crystal ball. And this person is meditating. So there's something about your intuition coming up around this time that you're being called to have trust in and faith in, even when you have a lot of fears, doubts, worries, maybe anxiety. Again, maybe feeling like you don't have the courage, but I feel like the more you do connect, the more you do meditate, the more you do align with your higher self and your soul and your heart, and what it is you truly envision for the future, what it is you truly desire, and what your heart is calling you towards, then you're not holding yourself back anymore from going after that, and you're also not self-sabotaging or letting other people sabotage you just because of their opinions or how they are perceiving whatever it is that you're doing. Let's see what else. And the incoming energy. I hope all of this was making sense, Cancer. Please like and comment. It really does help me out a lot. So thank you for that in advance. But let's just see what is incoming for Cancers. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords. Now, I will say there's still maybe some mental work. Again, this is confirming what I was saying, like something about your mental energy that you're being called to protect, because it's like either you're being hard on yourself or you are letting the words and information, like even if it's not like someone talking to you in person, this could be like what's being said on social media and stuff like that, like worrying about not getting enough views or not enough likes or not enough engagement, or whether it's social media or in your day-to-day, whatever it may be, in your own circles, like family, friends, coworkers, whatever that may be. It's like letting these negative thoughts, hurtful thoughts, really affect your energy. So again, you're maybe feeling a little bit more closed off. But again, I feel like all of you are going to be on different levels of this, especially when it comes to whether you are still working through these challenges and you haven't, like you're still in that cocoon phase and haven't fully grown into or stepped into this new version of yourself. Maybe this is something a lot of you are still just working through, and maybe that's why the Five of Swords is coming up in the near future, because there are still some things like we're trying to process and work out in our own minds, especially when it comes to this maybe battle between your ego and your intuition. But it's like when you change your mind, you change your life. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And we always have the choice to be positive or negative, pessimistic or optimistic. And so it's easier said than done. I mean, granted, we have negative emotions and, may not be where exactly we want to be, but it's also, again, protecting your mind and tapping into that inner wisdom that it's like, no, this may be challenging. I may not be fully ready yet, but that's okay. I'm going to protect my energy, not let these negative thoughts or opinions from others get me down and cause me to lose my courage and strength and confidence to be able to be who I fucking want to be. Kind of energy. I hope all that made sense, but and helped in some way. But definitely let me know down below. Thanks for choosing me to read your energy, Cancer. And until next time, have a blessed day.